What's up, everybody? It's J Mac, and welcome to Bigfoot Input. We have got a pile of pictures today, so we're going to jump right into it. Brand new episode of Cryptic Picture with commentary, episode 29. So, kind of exciting there. Let's jump right in. So, yeah, we did see this picture last week, or last episode, rather, but we've got to revisit it. So, when I first saw the picture, this gentleman here, David Blalik, was taking a picture in front of this huge Douglas fir, right? Very cool picture. And if you look here, you'll see this guy poking his head out an eyeball, one eyeball, from behind this tree here to take a look. Well, I noticed that last time and I talked about it. What I didn't notice, what I completely overlooked, was this little guy. And I've heard a couple people say, well, it's tree moss, it's this, it's that. Look at the color of this hair, and you can tell that it's hair by look at the stringiness of it there. The color differential between the moss and that, right? And then you got a little face with a little button nose and two eyes, very inset. This is a tiny little creature, and I'm guessing it's this one's offspring. And I think I pointed out last week there might be something going on here too, but that's not really. I'm focused on these two. So anyway, I want to come back and revisit and talk about this guy because yeah, I completely overlooked it, and that's what happens a lot of times with these photos. Like look at the Mayaka photo. We're finding stuff in that photo 15 years later. That's just a zoomed in version of the same picture. Very cool. So yeah, shout out to David. Thanks for letting us use that picture. It's very cool. Um, this picture here, let's talk about this one. This was posted in the group by a lady named Jessica B. I call her Jessica B because I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name. She was gracious enough to share this with us. So what we're looking at here is like a shed, obviously big tree, with a rope around it for whatever reason. She said they were doing a lot of logging and clearing in this area. Here's your shed, roof line, right there, body and roof. And then she says, "What is this?" She goes, "There was no one back there, no people wandering around, nothing. So what is that?" So we wondered the same thing. Because it kind of looks like a little, I don't know, a little puffy faced troll maybe of some kind. Like, it looks interesting enough anyway. So we decided to take the pictures and do a side by side. I asked her, I said, "Do you have any current pictures of the shed? Like, like, did you take any other pictures of it?" So she sent two pictures. Of course, the corner of the shed being here in this picture. And I want to say it's like here in this picture, but there starts to be there's like a blurring right here in this area for whatever reason. So I think the corner of the shed is like right here, the roof. So yeah, looking over here, put this guy right here somewhere, which, judging by the shed, if a human was walking into this, let's just say it's minimum 6 foot right here, right? And go up the pitch of this roof, I'm guessing it's more like 9 on the inside. So if the pitch of that roof is here, that puts that creature at about 8.5 foot tall. So it's a lot bigger than the picture alludes to. You know what I'm saying? It's huge. Um, is it a Sasquatch? I don't know. I mean, I've never seen or heard one reported that sort of looked this way. But then again, that doesn't mean that it's not. But I think the cool thing about it is it's definitely something, right? I mean, we're not looking at pareidolia or some sort of lighting issue or whatever. It's like there's definitely something there, and I don't know what it is. So, very cool picture. Thank you for posting it, and we're just gonna have to leave that as an unknown as of right now. So, very, very neat picture there. Let's talk about this guy. Project Sasquatch, also known as East Slope Bigfoot. And I want to say East Slope is in Colorado. I'm making a little bit of an assumption on that. But anyway, if I'm wrong, that's fine. You can tell me I'm wrong. And maybe it might be Washington or whatever, but I think it's Colorado. But anyway, so this guy's name is Zeus. He is the proprietor of Project Sasquatch. He changed the name a while ago, and he says, nothing to see, really. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I think he's being a little bit spiteful here because he's getting some blowback from some trolls, and he turns the commenting off on all of his pictures, which is unfortunate because I have things I would love to say, but I think he just doesn't want to hear it. He's just over it at this point. So maybe he has the wrong people in his group. So there's a couple ways you can look at this picture, right? You got to be careful here. It looks, you can see like an eye here and an eye there and a nose here and a head shape here. But I think that is pareidolia. What I think the real story here is this guy. You got an eye there, eye, nose, forehead, hairline. There's your hair in this face shape right here. This right here, I believe, is just, it's sort of unfortunate. It looks like some bush or something, but it looks like a face as well. But I think this is the guy. This is the actual Sasquatch. Zeus has quite a few pictures of Sasquatch that are fairly impressive. And if you've never seen his group, I would urge you to go check it out. He's got some cool stuff. So, thank you, Zeus. This is also Zeus. He labels his pictures as 131 or 135 foot watcher area and puts a timestamp on it. We're going to look right here and you're going to see the eye, nose, mouth, hairline right there, which seems to be different than the other creature because the hairline is different. See how that has like a widow's peak? The other one didn't. So there's your face and your hair coming here, and it looks like torso all up in here. So another catch on his cameras. I don't know if these are still cameras or if he's like out there. I know he's out there, but I don't know. I think these are like I don't want to use the word trail cam, but I guess for lack of a better term, I guess that's pretty much what they are. This guy, Jake Cook, said that he saw this while he was scouting in a Florida swamp. It was creepy. So I was like, what? What's he talking about? You gotta look right here. And if we zoom in any further, you're just gonna lose everything. There's not, it's just this little guy right here just popped up out of the reeds here. And although it's not really definitive, I wanna see like an eye here and there, nose, mouth, cheekbones, forehead with the hairline right here. I want to say that this is a little skunk ape. I say little because I don't mean like a baby, but it looks like juvenile because these are not very tall reeds. But I think that's what is going on there. I can't imagine what else it would be. So anyway, I'm going to say that I don't think that's a tree stump. And if it is, there's one in the midst of all this foliage. There's just one lone little tree stump. So I don't think so. I think he caught a Sasquatch. Good job, Jake. Thank you. This guy Brent, he says he does. He said, I don't think my eyes have ever played tricks on me in this stand yet. Um, Huge black circle around, which I wish that wasn't there, and I could remove it, but the problem with removing it is then you get this sort of blurry circle of greenery of trees that then exists around the creature, and it looks like some sort of portal. And I don't want to, like, facilitate anything like that and make that um make people make that assumption. So, but anyway, we've got something going on here, and I absolutely do not know what. I mean, you tell me. I'm at a loss. I don't know. It's a face, obviously. It looks it looks like some sort of scary clown makeup with like green hair. I just don't know. I would even be open to the argument of saying that this line right here is causing some sort of distortion that looks like a face, but then you've even got like shoulders here, and a torso, and like I said, um, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. Thank you, Brent. No clue what that is. I'm sorry. So we have seen this picture before, and I probably have mocked this picture before. Uh, this is the elusive Goatman from Maryland, and I just don't know what to think about this picture. I mean, it has hands, sort of. I would expect hooves, but then again, this is all flat here, so maybe. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just too absurd to believe that it's true. But then again, I mean, there are reports out there in the world that this thing exists. And then someone's like, look, I'm giving you a picture. Here it is. And I'm still like, nah. So, that's me. That's just, it's my mind not allowing me to believe this thing exists. So the reason I bring it up is recently I found a new picture of it. At least one that I had never seen before. So this seems to be it, like maybe a second after the other picture, where it's like maybe it was stopped to look around, whatever, and then it kept going, so it walked behind that tree. And this person, whoever they are, managed to capture two pictures. And this person, whoever they are, managed to get two pictures. So I have no choice but to say that it's very interesting, despite my skepticism, which is there. Watch, I'm going to have like 5 people in the comments tell me how ridiculous I'm being, that this is totally real and their uncle saw one and, whatever else. So that's fine. Go ahead and tell me. I want to hear all about it. Let's look at this one here. Another one from Brad Kidd. You guys probably know him. He's fairly well known. His group is Cryptozoology and Aliens. It's got a long name, but he took this picture, and I have no choice but to say that it has sort of a Dogman face shape thing going on here. I don't see any ears to talk about really though, except for maybe here. But it's a very long snout. Like, look at the snout, which comes down to what appear to be teeth. And you can even see like right there and right there, there's like canines, you know, or fangs. And then if you zoom out, you're going to see this like sort of body mass here and there. So, you know, it's a cool picture, you know, Brad. Very, very cool. Thank you for all your work out there. I don't know exactly what this is. I think the picture screams Dogman. So, yeah. So, still waiting on that definitive evidence of Dogman, though. Haven't found it yet. So, we'll put this one in on the pile, on the Dogman pile. There's a few over there. Real quick, guys. I want to thank our members, Adventure Monty, C. Richardson, and Nick Matthews. I also want to thank all of our guys over on Patreon. And there's about 10 or 12 of you guys over there, and I appreciate your support. And when I am better at this and run a real YouTube channel, maybe I'll have one of those cool scroll up lists that say all the names of everybody that support me on Patreon. So either way, you guys know who you are, and I appreciate you. But if you want to become a member, just go to our main page, click join, and then click the join button again. And it's the very low price of $1.99 a month. And that gives you special perks as far as these colorful little stars next to your name, priority chat messages, priority responses, and you get access to bonus content, which is I think is pretty cool. So it really helps support the channel. So we appreciate all you guys that are members. All right, let's jump back in. Let's jump back in over here. Scott Loomis, guys, Monsters from Maine, coming through with this picture. All right, so I gotta dismiss this down here as being completely inconclusive, but this, you can see a bottom lip here and a top lip here and a nose, like sort of a flat nose with two nostrils, one there, one there. They're widely set apart. And then of course the eyeballs, eye sockets there, and the forehead, and it almost looks like a little bit of a hairline you can make up here. I'm not sure if this is an infrared camera or if it's just far enough away to be that distorted, which, you know, happens, I get, but that definitely looks like a face. And then up here is a little, I don't know what's going on here. It almost looks like a shrew. Like it's a face. You got like an eye there, and a long snout with a nose, and that's it. That's really all you can make out. So, you know, I can't really say what for sure is going on there. But this one I find impressive. So thank you, Scott. Let's see here. I asked this guy if I could use his picture, and because that's just who I am these days. And he says, and I said, "Is there any backstory?" He says, "Yeah, the backstory is I screenshotted this from a video on the How to Hunt channel." I said, "Okay, well, great. So there's no backstory, or at least there is one and I don't know it. It's out there somewhere in the world because I don't really watch the How to Hunt channel. I just have other things to do. That's no offense to anybody. It's just I don't. So, anyway, it's a very impressive picture. I mean, we can see the hair. You can. I don't even have to point it out to you. There's big old Sasquatch face right there. What else is there to point out? So I don't know exactly. I wish I had a little more something, a little more meat on the bone for this picture. But apparently it's somewhere on Steve's channel. If anybody knows which video it's from, maybe you could enlighten us and we can all go check it out. And, you know, watch one of his hour-and-a-half videos and see the story on that picture. So I'm going to do this. This is going to be weird. Here's the thing, though. I try not to dogpile one video with one creator or multiple, pictures from the same creator. But fact of the matter is, I like to get the pictures while they're new. I like to get them out as they're new and as they come. And who really cares if if it's one person or if it's not. These are the pictures that are hot right now that are coming to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them out. I want to do the video. So um, let's break it up a little bit. Here is of course Kathy Westerman, Aim to Frame, Bigfoot World on Facebook and YouTube. We can make out fairly clearly this guy here: eye, nose, mouth, face, which you can see the hair on the face right there, or surrounding the face rather. The face looks fairly hairless, but there's hair all around it, and then hair on the top here, and eyebrows and stuff like that. So that's pretty obviously a skunk ape face. I only say it's a skunk ape because happen to know that Kathy's in Florida, and that's where them skunk apes live. Dutchy Beliefs here, coming through with this creepy guy. I mean, maybe he doesn't mean to look creepy, but he does. So what can I say? Forehead here with this long hair that comes all the way down. It just keeps going. And the eyes there, obviously. Nose a little smaller than we typically see, and sort of an open mouth. And there's your chin right there. This is a fantastic picture of what I would call a fairly textbook Sasquatch. So, yeah, love it. Great picture. Let's see what we got here. I think we got another one here from Kathy herself, Aim to Frame, and it is right back here in the back. You're gonna see a little head poking up here with the cranial ridge and the eyeballs, and he's hiding the rest of his face, but you can also see shoulder mass there, and the cranial head, the conical head goes all the way up there. So another catch from Kathy herself. Let's see, this one here, another one here from Scott Loomis, Monsters from Maine. Scott sent me this picture without any guidance on what he sees, and I know he was the one that was there, but I think he wants me to see for myself. So what I'm seeing here, first of all, is a little something here. It kind of looks like a little pooching monkey face, right? Then if you look down here, you've got this sort of square, diamondish face. It almost reminds you of something like kind of sinister, right? But I don't think either one of those are anything. I think those are pareidolia. But what I'm looking at is this guy. Right now, half of his face is shrouded by this tree here. But I'm seeing a nose here, one eye there. The other eye, of course, would be here. Forehead, hairline. There's your hair. And he has some, I shouldn't say ears, but he has a protruding ear, which is kind of uncommon in this field. So that's kind of cool. That's different. But I definitely think this right here is the face that we should be paying attention to. Like I said, I know that there's other faces in this picture, but I'm very much of the opinion that not everything that looks like a face is a face. Like this one here, although that's fairly impressive too. I don't know, that could be something now I'm looking at it, but either way, there's something going on in this picture, and in fact I would venture to say there's a lot going on in this picture. But anyway, excellent catch. Thank you, Scott. Keep those coming. We enjoy Scott's pictures. I think this is the last one from Kathy. Yeah, this one is pretty far away, pretty hidden in the bush. So what we're going to look at here is we've got some dark conical shape here that goes down here and here. Eye, nose, mouth, and the it's sort of a sharp shaped face. But I'm going to zoom out and then zoom back in a little bit and let you see how that comes together. Anyway, another great shot by Kathy. Bigfoot World. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy, I heard. Oh, sorry about that. Scott again. Kathy, I heard you found a watch and you mailed it back to the guy. I'm not sure the backstory on that, but that's what I heard. I heard that you found his Timex watch and you mailed it to him in another state. So good job keeping it real. All right, guys, we're gonna end the video on this one. Love this photo right here from another one from Dutchy Beliefs. I mean, I guess I could show you what there is to see, but I don't really think I even have to. You've got the sort of roundish yet conical shaped head here, nose there, mouth. He looks like an old boy. He's got like this sort of white beard and mustache right below the cheekbones there, and then of course large shoulder structure here and going off there. And in fact, this one seems to have an elbow here, and then it comes around like he's sort of holding his arm in front of you. Can kind of see fingers right there. Look how cool that is. Yeah, he's like holding his hand in front of himself, and he's behind this tree right here, but of course the tree is not hiding him. Incredible shot. Love that picture. I don't know if I've ever showcased this picture before or not, but if I haven't, I'm not sure what I was waiting on. I guess I get inundated by pictures, and they're all great, but that one is absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Dutchy, and thank you for everybody that submitted your pictures this week. And don't let me forget this one. Adventure Monty sent me this picture. He said, you want proof of Dogman? Well, here it is. So, so I appreciate that. There is definitive proof of your Dogman right there, walking upright. So, all right, thank you, Monty. Appreciate it. And thanks everybody for all the shots. And I guess that's it for this week. This is J Mac, and I'm out.